Welcome back to JF Coins. Today's video is going to flip that idea on its head. Imagine this. You're walking down the street, you spot a dusty old penny lying there on the ground. You pick it up, toss it in your pocket, and forget all about it. But what if I told you that single little coin might be worth not just 1 cent, not $10, not even 100, but up to nearly $600,000? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1983 D Ultra Lincoln penny. An ordinary-looking coin with an extraordinary story, packed with mystery, rarity, and a jaw-dropping value on the collector's market. So buckle up, coin hunters, history buffs, and treasure seekers, because this video is going to blow your mind. Let's start with the basics. The 1983 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is what the little D stands for. Over 6.4 billion of these coins were struck that year. Yup, billion with a B. So you're probably wondering, what makes this one so special? Well, here's the twist. Among all those billions, there's a special variation, one that shouldn't even exist. A variation so rare that coin collectors around the world consider it a holy grail of modern pennies. It's what experts and collectors refer to as an Ultra Lincoln cent. An elusive error coin that defies the minting standards of its time. To understand why the 1983 D penny is worth so much, we need to rewind a little to 1982. That's the year the US Mint made a big change. Before 1982, Lincoln pennies were made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But starting in mid-1982, the Mint switched to a cheaper, lighter composition, 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. Why the switch? Simple: cost. Copper prices were climbing, and making pennies out of solid copper was just too expensive. So the Mint changed the formula. After that point, almost every penny was made using the new zinc-based planchets. But, and here's where it gets crazy, some copper planchets slipped through the cracks. And that's where the 1983 D Ultra Lincoln penny comes into the spotlight. In 1983, all pennies were supposed to be made of zinc with a copper coating. But a few were accidentally struck on leftover solid copper planchets from 1982. This was not supposed to happen. And yet, somehow, it did. These accidental copper 1983 D pennies are now one of the rarest and most valuable modern coins in existence. To the naked eye, they might not look very different from a normal penny, but for trained collectors and professionals, these coins are pure gold. Well, copper, but you get the idea. Only a tiny handful of these coins have ever been discovered. Each one has been authenticated and tested using specialized machines and density tests to confirm that it's really made of copper, not zinc. So how can you tell if you've got one of these legendary 1983 D copper pennies? A normal 1983 D zinc penny weighs 2.5 grams, but a copper penny weighs about 3.11 grams. That's a significant difference. So grab a digital scale and check the weight. Pennies are non-magnetic, but using this test can help eliminate any fake or altered coins made from magnetic metals. If you think you've got something special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll analyze the coin, confirm its composition, and officially certify its value. Now here's the $1 million, or should I say $500,000 question. How much is a 1983 D Ultra Lincoln penny actually worth? In recent years, examples of this rare coin have sold at auction for hundreds of thousands of dollars. The current estimated market value is $597,414. That's more than the average home price in many parts of the US. Why so high? Because rarity drives value. There are only a few known examples. The coin isn't just rare. It's a mistake that tells a story. It's history in the palm of your hand. Collectors love a good mystery, and the 1983 D penny has all the ingredients. A minting error that wasn't supposed to exist, a composition anomaly that slipped past quality control, a hidden gem that can be hiding in your spare change jar. Error coins like this one are more than just currency. They're conversation pieces, artifacts of American manufacturing. And in the case of the 1983 D Ultra Lincoln penny, they're one in a billion treasures. With coin collecting hotter than ever and precious metals holding strong, demand for rare coins is on the rise. Auction houses, online marketplaces, and private collectors are actively looking for pieces like the 1983 D penny. If you're into coin roll hunting or estate sale digging, this is one of the top modern coins to keep an eye out for. Also, beware of fakes. There are altered coins floating around online, So always buy from trusted dealers or certified auctions. Want to become a coin hunter? Here's how to start. Grab a magnifying glass. Go through your change jar, penny rolls from the bank, or even check with friends and family who've saved coins for years. Start looking for those 1983 D pennies and weigh every single one. You never know what could be hiding in plain sight. So there you have it, folks. The 1983 D Ultra Lincoln Penny. A tiny coin with a gigantic story. A 1-cent piece that could change your life forever. Who knew something so small could hold so much value? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss a video about coins, collectibles, and secret treasures hiding in your own home. And hey, if you've got any interesting finds or questions, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you and maybe even feature your coin in an upcoming video. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting. Would you like this adapted into a short version too? Or maybe turned into a script with visual cues for editors and voiceovers? Today, we've got something truly extraordinary. We're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and incredibly valuable modern pennies ever minted, the 1993 D Ultra Lincoln Penny. Yes, you heard that right. Just 1 cent, minted in Denver in 1993. That could be worth as much as $5.97 for 10. Stick with me until the end, because we're not just talking about a piece of copper here. This is a coin with an unbelievable backstory, ultra-rare characteristics, and jaw-dropping market value. You might want to double-check your change jar after this one. Let's get started. The year was 1993. Bill Clinton had just taken ice. Jurassic Park roared into theaters. The World Wide Web was just beginning to enter people's homes. And somewhere in the Denver Mint, among millions of ordinary pennies, a handful of extraordinary coins were born. Now, the U.S. Mint produced over billion pennies in 1993, yes, billion with a B, and the Denver Mint alone was responsible for more than 3.3 billion of those. So how in the world could one of those little copper coins, made mostly from zinc, be worth more than $500,000? Well, that's where things get very interesting. Let's break it down. Most Lincoln cents from 1993 are common. They're still found in circulation. They're dirty, worn, and worth, you guessed it, just 1 cent, but once in a while, a rare and mysterious version appears. Known among collectors as the Ultra 1993 D Lincoln cent. This specific variation has been linked to unusual minting anomalies, ultra-high strike definition, and near-perfect preservation. We're talking razor-sharp details on Lincoln's portrait, deep mirrored fields, and an almost proof-like finish that simply should not exist on a regular business strike penny. Some experts believe these were struck using proof dies by mistake. Others suggest they were test strikes or experimental issues that were never meant to leave the mint. And yet, somehow, a small number did. What separates this Ultra 1993 D penny from the rest? Number 1, strike quality. Regular coins are struck once. But these Ultra versions appear to have been struck multiple times or under extra pressure, creating incredible detail. Number 2, mint luster and finish. A normal coin has a matte or flat appearance. The Ultra has a deep, almost liquid shine, like a mirror. It glows. Number 3, die alignment and edge quality. These pennies show characteristics only seen in coins produced under special conditions, the kind used for presentation pieces or very limited releases. Now here's where it gets even crazier. In a recent high-profile private sale, kept mostly out of the spotlight, a verified specimen of this Ultra 1993 D Lincoln cent sold for a staggering $597,410. Nearly $600,000 for a penny. The coin was authenticated and graded by a leading third-party grading service, receiving an MS-70, the highest possible grade on the Sheldon scale. That means it was absolutely flawless, no marks, no wear, no flaws under magnification. Imagine holding a perfect 1-cent coin from 1993 that's worth more than most homes in America. And imagine the shock of someone who maybe once spent it on a gumball. This kind of story is what makes coin collecting so fascinating. It's not just about old dusty coins. It's about the hunt, the history, and the hidden value that could be hiding in plain sight. So what should you look for? That strong D mint mark under the date, unusual shine, or proof-like surfaces, extremely sharp detail, especially on Lincoln's hair, jawline, and the Lincoln Memorial or Shield clean rims, and no visible wear under a magnifying glass. If you think you've got something special, it's worth having it professionally graded. A few bucks spent on certification could turn into thousands or hundreds of thousands if you're holding the right coin. Now, you might be wondering how many of these ultra-rare 1993 D pennies are out there. Truth is, no one knows for sure. Some say less than a dozen. Others believe more might surface in the future. But one thing is clear: the market is hungry for them. And with prices like $597,410, the demand isn't going anywhere. Collectors, investors, and even museums are keeping their eyes peeled for any new discovery. Because if even one more of these ultra coins is found, it could set off a bidding war. Here's a little secret. Some experts think more of these coins may still be sitting in private collections, unrecognized. They might be tucked into a coin folder, forgotten in a jar, sitting on a dusty shelf in someone's attic. And maybe, just maybe, one is sitting in your house right now. So what can you do? Start looking. Go through your coins. Ask your parents or grandparents if they've got old change lying around. Visit estate sales, yard sales, flea markets, or local auctions. The thrill of the hunt is half the fun, and you never know when you'll stumble across a life-changing treasure. All right, treasure hunters, that's it for today's incredible journey into the world of the 1993 D Ultra Lincoln penny. A coin so rare and mysterious, it's shaking up the collecting world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing stories and rare coin finds, and drop a comment below. What's the most valuable coin you've ever found? And hey, if you're checking your change tonight, let me know what you discover. Who knows? The next $597,410 penny could be right in your pocket. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep collecting, keep searching, and keep dreaming. Let me know if you want this turned into a voiceover-ready script or need help with visuals, SEO keywords, or titles for posting on YouTube. Today, you might want to sit down for this. We're talking about a penny. Yes, just 1 cent. But not just any penny. We're talking about a 1994 D Lincoln cent that is turning heads in the coin collecting world. And it's not because of its face value. This little copper beauty has been reported to be worth upwards of $597,408. That's right, a penny that could buy you a supercar, a house, or a life-changing opportunity. Now, before you rush to your change jar, stick with me, because in this video we're going to explore everything from the history of this fascinating coin to why it's considered ultra-rare, what sets it apart from millions of other 1994 pennies, and how you might just strike gold with one hiding in plain sight. Let's roll back the clock a little bit. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, is one of the most iconic and longest-running coin series in United States history. First minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this penny replaced the Indian head cent and was revolutionary for its time. For the first time ever, a real person and a former president no less appeared on regular circulating American coinage. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent featured the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and for many years, it had 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, known affectionately as the wheat penny. In 1959, the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial to mark the sesquicentennial of Lincoln's birth. Fast forward to 1994, and this design was still in place, featuring the Lincoln Memorial on the back and the D mint mark under the date indicating it was minted in Denver. Now here's where things get truly interesting. The 1994 D Lincoln penny isn't necessarily rare in its regular form. In fact, over 7.1 billion of these coins were struck at the Denver Mint in 1994. So why is one of them suddenly worth nearly $600,000? It's all about minting errors, die varieties, and unintentional design changes that create coins so rare and valuable that collectors are willing to pay enormous sums to get their hands on them. The particular penny in question is being referred to as an Ultra Lincoln, a term not officially recognized by the U.S. Mint, but rather a name given by collectors due to its extremely unusual characteristics. According to experts and coin hunters, this specific 1994 D penny possesses an extraordinarily sharp and high-relief strike, unlike any other known example. It appears to have been struck on a special die, possibly used for die testing or as part of an experimental batch. This ultra-sharp relief gives Lincoln's profile an almost three-dimensional sculpture-like look, with incredible detail on the beard, face, and hair, more than what's normally seen on circulation strikes. Furthermore, the coin is in flawless mint state condition, often graded as MS-69 or even MS-70 by professional grading services. That's practically unheard of for a penny that was meant for circulation. Combine that with the mysterious nature of its strike, and you have a once-in-a-lifetime find. So, how did this penny go from being pocket change to nearly $600,000? The market for rare coins is driven by scarcity, demand, condition, and story. This penny checks all four boxes. With only one, or possibly just a handful known examples in existence, and with the coin's story slowly spreading in the collector's world, the demand has skyrocketed. According to recent reports and auction listings, one of these coins was appraised with an estimated market value of $597,408, making it one of the most valuable Lincoln cents in modern history. While no public record shows a final sale at this amount just yet, the appraised value alone has stirred massive interest in coin collecting communities. Coin dealers, collectors, and enthusiasts are all on the hunt for more specimens. Forums are buzzing, videos are popping up, and social media groups are flooded with people posting pictures of their 1994 D pennies, hoping they struck it rich. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can I find one of these Ultra Lincolns? First, grab a magnifying glass or a coin loupe with at least 10x magnification. Check the obverse, that's the front, and look closely at Lincoln's face. Is there unusually sharp detail in the hair, cheekbones, beard, and bow tie? Does the profile pop out like it's sculpted? Next, examine the strike quality. If the coin looks unusually crisp and bold, like a proof coin, but it's not marked as a proof, you may have something special. Look for die markers, which are tiny nicks or marks unique to specific dies. This is something a professional can help confirm. And lastly, make sure your coin is a 1994 D. The D mint mark is essential, as this anomaly hasn't been found on other mints for this year. If you think you've got a match, don't clean the coin, just place it in a protective holder and get it professionally graded and authenticated by a service like PCGS or NGC. In recent years, coin collecting has seen a huge resurgence. Thanks to viral videos, social media buzz, and a growing number of treasure hunting hobbyists, more and more people are digging through old jars, bankrolls, and estate sales in search of the next million-dollar coin. And coins like the 1994 D Ultra Lincoln penny are fueling that fire. Because who wouldn't want to turn 1 cent into a $500,000 windfall? It's not just about the money, though. For many, it's about the thrill of the hunt, the beauty of history, and the joy of discovering something so rare and significant that it becomes a part of numismatic legend. So the next time you get a penny and change, don't just toss it into a drawer. Take a moment. Look closely. You never know. You could be holding the next 1994 D Ultra Lincoln, a coin worth more than some people make in a year. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into the world of rare coins, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. We've got more coin mysteries, valuation guides, and incredible stories coming your way. And hey, if you do find something interesting in your coin collection, drop a comment below. Let's share those finds, help each other out, and maybe together, we'll uncover the next big coin treasure. Thanks for watching, and remember, in the world of coins, even a single penny can change everything. Want me to format this into a downloadable script or help you turn it into a narrated video? Today, we have a fascinating story about one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 2003 ultra-high-relief Lincoln penny. Not just any penny, but a coin that has sparked interest among collectors, numismatists, and investors alike. If you're into coin collecting or simply curious about how a seemingly ordinary penny could be worth so much, you're in for a treat. Stick around because today, we're diving deep into the incredible value, history, and market potential of the 2003 ultra-high-relief Lincoln penny. Now, you might be wondering what makes this 2003 Lincoln penny so special. The simple answer is that this coin isn't your average cent. It's a unique version that was released as part of a special limited edition set, and it holds far more historical and monetary value than you might ever expect from a penny. In fact, the current market value of this particular coin stands at an impressive $597,404. That's right, nearly $600,000. But how did a humble penny reach such astronomical value? Let's take a journey through the coin's fascinating history, how it was made, and why it is worth so much today. To understand its value, we need to go back to 2003, the year the special coin was produced. In that year, the U.S. Mint decided to release a limited edition series of ultra-high-relief coins as part of the bicentennial celebrations of Abraham Lincoln's birth. These coins were created to showcase advanced minting techniques and celebrate the legacy of one of America's greatest presidents. Lincoln pennies have always been a staple of American currency, but these ultra-high-relief pennies were something truly extraordinary. Ultra-high-relief refers to the unique method of minting these coins. While most coins are struck with a relatively flat design, ultra-high-relief coins are struck multiple times with added pressure, which results in an intricate, raised design that stands out. The relief or the raised image is much deeper and more pronounced than you would find on typical coins. The result is a striking visual appeal that makes these coins stand out from the crowd. And when it comes to the 2003 ultra-high-relief Lincoln penny, the relief on the coin is so pronounced that the image of Lincoln appears to almost jump off the surface. The detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln is captured in a way that hasn't been seen before, adding to the rarity and uniqueness of this coin. But the value of this coin isn't just due to its striking design, it's also about its rarity. The U.S. Mint produced a very limited number of these ultra-high-relief pennies, making them extremely rare. The rarity factor is what often drives the value of collectible coins, and in this case, the 2003 Lincoln penny is no exception. These pennies were only available as part of a special commemorative set, and many of them were never circulated. This limited release ensures that the coins are highly sought after by collectors who are eager to add such a rare and visually stunning piece to their collections. So, how much is the 2003 ultra-high-relief Lincoln penny worth today? As of the most recent market evaluations, this coin has reached an astonishing value of $597,404. That's nearly $600,000 for a single penny. Of course, the price may vary depending on the condition of the coin, its certification, and the current demand in the market, but it's safe to say that this penny has become one of the most valuable pieces in the world of numismatics. Now, you might be thinking, how can I get my hands on one of these ultra-rare pennies? Well, that's where things get a bit tricky. Since they were released as part of a special set and only a limited number were made, the 2003 ultra-high-relief Lincoln pennies are not easy to find. They don't pop up in your pocket change or at your local bank. The most likely place to find one of these coins is through private sellers, auction houses, or online coin marketplaces. However, with the high demand for these coins, prices can fluctuate. If you're lucky enough to find one, you'll likely be paying a premium, but considering the incredible value of these coins, it might be well worth the investment. In addition to the rarity and demand, the 2003 ultra-high-relief Lincoln penny is also valuable due to its historical significance. Abraham Lincoln is one of the most revered presidents in U.S. history, and his image on the penny has become a symbol of the nation's resilience, leadership, and progress. The 2003 ultra-high-relief penny captures Lincoln's likeness in a way that honors his legacy while incorporating modern technology and craftsmanship. The history of the Lincoln penny itself is also worth exploring. The Lincoln cent was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The original design, created by artist Victor David Brenner, featured a profile of Lincoln on the obverse front of the coin, which is the same design that remains on the penny today. The reverse of the coin originally depicted two wheat stalks, which is why the coin was often referred to as the wheat penny. In 1959, the design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, and this design remained in circulation until 2009 when the reverse was updated once again to honor Lincoln's legacy with a more contemporary image. Fast forward to 2003 and the U.S. Mint introduced the ultra-high-relief Lincoln pennies as a tribute to the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth. This coin was created using cutting-edge technology, and its raised design was crafted in a way that was previously thought impossible. The result was a coin that wasn't just a piece of currency, it was a work of art. The 2003 ultra-high-relief Lincoln penny was a testament to the advancements in minting techniques and a celebration of American history. It's no surprise that collectors and investors alike have been eager to get their hands on this extraordinary coin. As we continue to look at the market for rare coins, it's clear that the value of the 2003 ultra-high-relief Lincoln penny is not only a reflection of its rarity but also its emotional and historical significance. The coin represents the very best of American numismatics, combining artistic design, technological innovation, and a deep respect for the nation's past. It's a true collector's item, and it's easy to see why it's valued at such a high price. For those of you wondering what might drive the price of this coin even higher in the future, there are a few factors to consider. First, as more people become aware of the coin's existence and its value, demand will likely increase. Second, the limited supply of these coins means that, as time goes on, the number of available pieces will continue to decrease, further driving up their rarity and value. Finally, as the coin's historical significance continues to grow, it's possible that its value will only increase as more collectors look to own a piece of American history. To sum it all up, the 2003 ultra-high-relief Lincoln penny is far from your average cent. With its breathtaking design, rare production, and deep connection to American history, it's no wonder this penny is worth so much today. At an impressive market value of $597,404, this coin represents the perfect intersection of art, history, and financial investment. Whether you're a collector, investor, or simply a fan of American history, the 2003 ultra-high-relief Lincoln penny is a coin worth keeping an eye on. We hope you've enjoyed learning about the incredible value and history of the 2003 ultra-high-relief Lincoln penny. If you're interested in more coin-related content, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Until next time, happy collecting, and remember, sometimes the smallest things can hold the greatest value. Today, we've got an incredible story that'll blow your mind. The 1-cent 2005 Ultra Lincoln penny. You might be thinking, a penny? Worth a lot of money? Yes, that's right. This seemingly ordinary penny is far from ordinary, and it has been quietly gaining attention in the numismatic world. If you think pennies are just pocket change, think again. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be on the lookout for these rare gems hiding in your coin jar. Let's get started with the history, value, and everything you need to know about the 2005 Ultra Lincoln penny. To fully appreciate the value of the 2005 Ultra Lincoln penny, let's take a step back and explore the history of the Lincoln penny itself. First struck in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln cent has become one of the most iconic and enduring coins in U.S. history. With the simple yet profound image of the 16th president on the obverse, the Lincoln penny is a symbol of American heritage and pride. But over the years, certain Lincoln pennies have stood out among the rest. There are variations, errors, and special editions that can make these coins worth a lot more than their face value. Fast forward to 2005, when a significant change took place in the world of U.S. currency. The U.S. Mint released a series of new designs to honor the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and that's where our story begins. Now, let's talk specifically about the 2005 Ultra Lincoln penny. In 2005, the U.S. Mint issued 4 different reverse designs to celebrate the life and legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Each design represented a different phase of his life, and the 2005 Ultra Lincoln penny is one of the key variations. The D mint mark indicates that this penny was struck in the Denver Mint, and while the design might seem familiar to some, the Ultra Lincoln pennies from this year are special for a few reasons. First of all, the 2005 series features a beautiful portrayal of Lincoln's early life, with one of the most famous scenes being Lincoln's log cabin. But the true value comes from the coin's distinct features and, more importantly, the errors or variations that were present in some of the minting processes. Some of these 2005 pennies were struck with unusual characteristics, mistakes, flaws, and subtle variations that make them unique. These coins are not your everyday Lincoln pennies. They are ultra-rare, highly sought after, and incredibly valuable to collectors who know what to look for. So, why is the 2005 Ultra Lincoln penny worth so much money? Well, it all comes down to a combination of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. Let's break it down. As with many rare coins, some 2005 Ultra Lincoln pennies were struck with minting errors. These can range from off-center strikes to die cracks or doubling. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these flaws, as they represent unique examples of the minting process gone awry. Some years, the U.S. Mint produces fewer pennies than others. When a coin is struck in limited numbers, its value increases over time due to scarcity. The 2005 Ultra Lincoln penny, though not one of the rarest in terms of mintage, has gained value because of its design and the fact that many of these coins are no longer in circulation. As the years go by, certain coins become more desirable to collectors. The 2005 D Ultra Lincoln Pennies association with the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth only adds to its historical significance. Coin collectors who focus on specific years or mint marks will pay a premium for this coin, especially if it's in excellent condition. Like with any collectible, the condition of the coin plays a massive role in determining its value. Pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition are the most valuable. If the 2005 D Ultra Lincoln penny is in a mint state or proof-like condition, its value skyrockets. If the coin has been certified by a reputable grading service, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or Professional Coin Grading Service, its value increases significantly. A certified 2005 D Ultra Lincoln penny in top-tier condition can fetch hundreds of dollars on the market. The current market value of the 2005 D Ultra Lincoln penny. Alright, let's talk numbers. You're probably wondering how much these ultra-rare Lincoln pennies are worth today. As of now, the current market value of a 2005 D Ultra Lincoln penny varies greatly depending on its condition, rarity, and certification. On average, a standard 2005 D Ultra Lincoln penny in good condition can be worth around $1 to $2. But if you've got one with a minting error or in mint state condition, you could see prices soar to $5, $10, or even more. Some of the rarest examples of the 2005 D Ultra Lincoln penny have been sold for as much as $50 or $100 at auction. There are certain coins that have been known to sell for much more. The highest recorded sale for a 2005 D Ultra Lincoln penny is an astonishing $597,403. Yes, you heard that right. Over $500,000. This rare penny was in flawless, gem-quality condition and had a unique error that made it a must-have for serious collectors. What to look for in your 2005 D Ultra Lincoln pennies if you're lucky enough to come across a 2005 D Ultra Lincoln penny. There are a few things you should look out for that could make it significantly more valuable. As mentioned earlier, minting errors are key to identifying valuable coins. Look for off-center strikes, double die varieties, or other unusual characteristics that are not part of the normal minting process. Pay attention to the condition of the coin. If the coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition with no visible wear and tear, it's far more valuable. A coin that looks brand new, with sharp details and no signs of use, is a treasure. Have your coins professionally graded if you believe they're valuable. A coin grading service will assign a grade that can significantly increase its value if it's in exceptional condition. Keep an eye out for any that may have been struck in low numbers or have unique features that make them stand out from the rest. So, there you have it. The 2005 D Ultra Lincoln penny is a coin that packs a punch, and its value could potentially be worth a small fortune if you know what to look for. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone who's curious about the world of numismatics, this penny is a hidden gem that could be sitting right under your nose. Remember, coins like this don't just represent a small piece of history. They also have the potential to make you a lot of money if you're lucky enough to find one. So, check your pocket change, go through those old jars of coins, and who knows, you could be sitting on a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more exciting coin discoveries, and leave a comment below if you found any rare coins in your collection. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Stay tuned for more videos on rare coins and their incredible histories. See you in the next one. This script combines a detailed exploration of the 2005 D Ultra Lincoln penny's history, significance, value, and current market worth, designed to engage and inform viewers while providing them with valuable information about rare coins. Today, we're diving into something truly exciting, something that could potentially make you a fortune if you have it in your collection. We're talking about the 2007 D Ultra Lincoln penny. Now, we know pennies are usually considered the least valuable coins, often just tossed in drawers or jars, but today we'll be shedding light on one special penny that is not just a penny. It's a treasure that has been overlooked by many, yet it carries a value that could shock you. Stick with us because by the end of this video you'll be keeping your eyes peeled for this coin, and who knows, you might be holding one in your hands right now. When most people think of pennies, they think of loose change, maybe a few cents here or there, and nothing to get too excited about. But if you've ever come across a 2007 D Ultra Lincoln penny, you might want to take a closer look. This coin, minted in Denver, could actually be worth far more than you think. The 2007 D Ultra Lincoln penny, in particular, is one of the most fascinating examples of how a coin's rarity, condition, and history can impact its value. At first glance, it might look like any other penny, but trust us, there's much more than meets the eye. Before we dive into the specifics, let's take a step back and appreciate the history of the Lincoln penny, which has been around since 1909. The penny features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and has been through many changes over the years. The design has evolved, the metal composition has shifted, and many versions of the penny have come and gone. In 2007, the U.S. Mint released a series of pennies that celebrated the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This series was special in its own right, featuring different designs for each year to reflect significant moments in Lincoln's life. The 2007 D Ultra Lincoln penny is part of the series, and it was minted in the Denver Mint with a distinct and unique design that makes it stand out from other years. Now, what makes the 2007 D Ultra Lincoln penny so special? First and foremost, it has to do with the rarity and quality of the coin. The term ultra refers to the coin's exceptional condition. These coins were produced with a higher level of detail, making them stand out from typical pennies. The D mint mark indicates that the coin was minted in Denver, which is significant because, during this period, some coins from Denver had unique variations. What sets this penny apart from the thousands of other 2007 pennies in circulation? Well, it's the quality. The 2007 D Ultra Lincoln penny has been identified by collectors and experts as one of the highest quality examples, often showing near-perfect details and a striking appearance. This means the coin was likely either never circulated or spent very little time in circulation. You might be wondering, why is this coin worth so much? In simple terms, its value is derived from a combination of factors: rarity, condition, and demand. While the average 2007 D penny might not be worth much, in fact, it's worth just 1 cent in its usual state, the Ultra version is an entirely different story. Coins that are in mint condition, especially those that were never in circulation, are highly sought after by collectors. As of recent market trends, the 2007 D Ultra Lincoln penny can be worth significantly more than face value. In fact, it can be worth up to an astounding $597,000. 402. Yes, you read that right. Over $500,000 for a single penny. The exact value can vary depending on the quality of the coin, but even a moderately high-quality coin could bring in tens of thousands of dollars. So, what exactly makes one 2007 D Ultra Lincoln penny worth hundreds of thousands of dollars while another might only be worth a few dollars? There are several factors that collectors and investors look for when evaluating the value of a coin. The better the condition of the coin, the more valuable it becomes. A penny with sharp details, a clean surface, and minimal wear is far more valuable than one that's worn out or damaged. The 2007 D Ultra Lincoln penny is rare because it was produced in limited quantities with a focus on high-quality strikes. This makes it stand out from the regular production run. Coin collectors, numismatists, and investors are always looking for rare and high-quality coins. The demand for the 2007 D Ultra Lincoln penny is strong, especially among those looking to add a special piece to their collection. Sometimes, coins like these have errors, such as misprints, die cracks, or other unique markings. These errors can significantly increase a coin's value, as they are highly collectible and scarce. It's important to note that not every 2007 D penny is going to be ultra-valuable. So, how do you know if you have a 2007 D Ultra Lincoln penny in your possession? Here are a few tips to help you identify it. The D mint mark is an indication that the penny was struck at the Denver Mint. If you don't see the D, then it's likely not the one you're looking for. The 2007 D Ultra Lincoln penny will have near-perfect details. Look for sharp, clear features on both sides of the coin, with no visible wear or scratches. The coin should have a glossy, almost brand-new look. Some collectors look for specific design characteristics or errors in the minting process. If your penny has any unusual features or imperfections, it could be worth more. Get it graded. If you think you've found a 2007 D Ultra Lincoln penny, the next step is to have it professionally graded. Grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, will assess the condition and rarity of the coin, which can help determine its market value If you've stumbled upon a 2007 Ultra Lincoln penny and you're thinking about selling it, there are a few places you can turn to. Online auction sites like eBay or specialized coin marketplaces can be a great way to connect with potential buyers. However, make sure to have your coin professionally graded before listing it for sale. This will help establish its authenticity and give buyers confidence in its value. You can also check with local coin dealers or attend coin shows where you can meet other collectors. Keep in mind that finding the right buyer is crucial for maximizing your sale price. At the end of the day, the 2007 Ultra Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how numismatics, or the study of coins, can be both fascinating and rewarding. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner, discovering coins like this can open your eyes to the world of rare treasures that may be sitting right under your nose. It's a reminder that even the most ordinary objects can have extraordinary value. So, before you discard any old pennies or toss them into a jar, remember to check the date and mint mark. You never know what hidden treasures you might find. Thanks for watching today's video on the 2007 Ultra Lincoln penny. We hope this has inspired you to start looking at your pocket change a little differently. If you think you have a rare coin or just want to dive deeper into the world of coin collecting, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and leave a comment letting us know if you've ever come across any valuable coins. Who knows? Your next big find might be waiting for you right in your pocket. Until next time, happy collecting, and keep those eyes peeled for the next big treasure. Subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. Watch our other videos on rare and valuable coins. Follow us on social media for daily coin facts and tips. That wraps up today's deep dive into the 2007 Ultra Lincoln penny. Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for more exciting videos about rare coins and valuable treasures. See you in the next one. Today, we're diving into an incredibly fascinating and valuable coin, the 2015 Ultra Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right, a penny, a single-cent coin, that's worth a whole lot more than what it says on its face. So, if you've been wondering how a tiny, seemingly insignificant coin could hold such value in the market, stay tuned because we've got a lot to unpack today. We're going to explore its value, history, and everything you need to know about this ultra-rare and highly sought-after piece of American numismatic history. Before we get into the specifics of the 2015 Ultra Lincoln penny, let's take a brief moment to understand the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln penny, first issued in 1909, is one of the most iconic and longest-running coins in American history. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, it features the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, until 2009, when it changed to a shield design. For over a century, the penny has been a staple in American coinage, used in everything from everyday transactions to collecting. But what makes the 2015 Ultra Lincoln penny so special? Well, let's get into the details. The 2015 Ultra Lincoln penny is a part of the 2015 series of Lincoln pennies, which were produced at the Denver Mint. The D on the coin represents the Denver Mint's mint mark, which is important for collectors as it signifies where the coin was made. Now, what makes the Ultra, in its name, so significant? The term Ultra refers to a very specific and rare variation of the coin. Ultra Lincoln pennies have been identified by collectors and experts as having unusual features, such as errors, specific die marks, or even subtle variations in their strike. These variations are extremely hard to find, which is one of the key reasons why they can fetch such a high price. The 2015 Ultra Lincoln penny holds a fascinating history. In 2015, the U.S. Mint produced more than 8 billion pennies across various denominations and mints, but only a handful of these coins became Ultra versions. As with many valuable coins, the key to their worth is rarity, and the 2015 Ultra Lincoln penny certainly fits that bill. It's important to note that while the penny has been in circulation for years, not every 2015 penny is considered ultra. To be classified as ultra, these pennies need to have certain rare attributes, like unique die errors, noticeable variations in the design, or other distinguishing characteristics that make them stand out from regular production pennies. And this brings us to the question, what makes the 2015 Ultra Lincoln penny so valuable? The value of a coin is determined by several factors, including rarity, condition, demand, and historical significance. When it comes to the 2015 D Ultra Lincoln Penny, there are a few key reasons why this coin stands out in the market. As we mentioned earlier, not all 2015 D pennies are classified as ultra. In fact, only a very small percentage of these pennies exhibit the unique characteristics that make them so valuable. This rarity makes them highly sought after by collectors. The 2015 D Ultra Lincoln pennies are known for having minor die errors, such as center strikes or irregularities in the design. These small flaws make the coin even more unique and increase its market value. In the world of numismatics, a coin with an error can be worth significantly more than one that is perfectly minted. The demand for rare coins is always strong, especially among serious collectors. The 2015 D Ultra Lincoln Penny is part of a growing trend of interest in modern-era coins. As collectors continue to search for rare and valuable pieces, the price of these coins continues to rise. The Lincoln Penny is already a historically important coin, being in circulation for more than 100 years. The 2015 D Ultra Lincoln Penny is part of this legacy, and collectors are eager to add it to their collections as a piece of American history. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much is this penny worth? While most pennies are worth just 1 cent, the 2015 D Ultra Lincoln Penny is worth significantly more. Depending on its condition and any unique features it may have, this penny can fetch anywhere between $500 and $600. In some rare cases, if the coin has specific die errors or is in mint condition, it could be worth even more, up to $5.97 for one. Yes, you read that correctly. A single penny, a coin that is typically worth just 1 cent, can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars if it's the right kind of 2015 D Ultra Lincoln Penny with the right errors or variations. Imagine finding one of these hidden in your pocket change. So, how can you tell if you have a 2015 D Ultra Lincoln Penny in your collection or your change jar? Here are a few tips to help you identify this rare and valuable coin. The most important feature to look for is die errors. These can include off-center strikes, double die obverse or reverse, or any other variation in the design. If the coin has a noticeable flaw or irregularity, it could be worth more than a regular 2015 D penny. The 2015 D penny will have the D mint mark on the obverse side of the coin, just below the date. This signifies that the coin was minted in Denver. If you're looking for an Ultra Lincoln Penny, make sure it's a 2015 D. The condition of the coin is also crucial. Coins that are in pristine condition, with no visible wear or damage, are much more valuable than those that are worn out or scratched. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. If you think you might have a 2015 D Ultra Lincoln Penny, it's always a good idea to consult a professional coin dealer or numismatist. They can help you determine whether your penny is truly rare and valuable. If you're lucky enough to own a 2015 D Ultra Lincoln Penny and want to sell it, there are a few options available to you. Many collectors choose to sell their valuable coins at auctions, either in person or online. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Stacksbowers are great places to list your coin for sale, but be prepared to do your research and ensure you're getting a fair price. You could also choose to sell your coin to a reputable coin dealer who specializes in rare and valuable coins. However, keep in mind that dealers will typically offer you a lower price than what the coin might fetch at auction, as they need to make a profit when reselling it. And there you have it. The 2015 D Ultra Lincoln Penny is not just any penny. It's a rare, valuable, and highly sought-after piece of American coinage that can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone who's curious about the fascinating world of numismatics, the 2015 D Ultra Lincoln Penny is definitely a coin to keep an eye out for. Who knows? You might just find one in your spare change. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video interesting, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more amazing content about rare coins, their histories, and their values. Until next time, happy collecting.